Hey, my little Zencuda community, how are you tonight? I'm all springy and summery. I'm hoping for the best because all we ever get here in the Northeast is rain, rain, rain. Every weekend when my friends and I want to go out and do something and partake of nature, it rains. And then we don't do it and the sun comes out. And then we decide, oh, maybe we should do it, and it rains again. That's kind of what's going on with the energy, with the weather, and with us, right? Anybody else out there feel a little bit like a yo-yo? Because I feel like this energy is like boing, boing, boing. So anyway, if you just tuned in, I'm Georgia Rose from Zencuda. Zencuda is a community and media for positivity in this world of crazy media and chaos. So welcome to the Zencuda community. If you would be so kind, I would love it if you would share the show for me. And I'm going to share the show right now. Copied my link over there, and that's what we're going to do. So I would love to see all of you share the show for me. We're trying to increase our viewers, spread some positivity and love and light to the world. So who's Georgia Rose? Who's this person coming on your television, coming into your iPads and your computers and your phones? Well, I am a psychic medium. I'm an astrologer. And I hope in the next hour I'm going to be an influential being. So I know we have comments live on the show. We have call-in. There'll be a call-in number on the screen. So ask me your questions, anything about spirituality. What's going on in your life? How are you feeling this energy? Let's see who's on board so far tonight. I think I got a couple of people on. I have Sarah and Ann and Janine, a few of my regulars in the community. So I would love it if you guys could just send some love to yourselves, and whoever is out there tonight needing a little hug, let's do that while we get the show going. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit about astrology. I'm going to give you an energy update, and I'm also going to give you some of my predictions for 2022. And I have my beautiful tarot cards and my soul cards here on the table. So if you call in or you comment, I'll pull some cards for you, and we're going to have a good show. So this energy, oh my gosh, this energy is just like, I don't know. It's really, I was just talking to Bobby, my producer, and he's like, today he was in the studio all day and he didn't even want to open the door because like it's getting kind of peoply out there, right? Everybody's like, I described it the other day as a beehive. It feels like the world is a beehive. And I'm doing really good because I don't feel like I'm in the hive. I've been able to really be kind of floating a little bit above and a little detached. But I have to say, for those of us who are in the beehive, woohoo, it can be a little crazy out there. So I'm going to share this to the Zencuda page so you can all watch, if it will let me. There we go. And I'm going to put that up. Okay, so I'm all ready. You have my undivided attention now. Scary thing. So we're going to put the call-in number on the screen right away, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what this energy is like right now. So we just had this huge eclipse. When I say huge, it was huge. If you saw the moon last night, you know it was huge. The moon was like the sun. It was so bright. I don't know if any of you got to see it, but I know everybody who did is like, oh my God, it's like the sun's shining at night. So the eclipse was in Scorpio. The full moon was in Scorpio. We right now have Mercury in retrograde in Gemini, and we also had the sun squaring Saturn. So it was a lot of energy this weekend. I know this morning I had a little bit of vertigo, and a lot of people I talked to are saying the same thing. They feel kind of dizzy, kind of wobbly. So what's that about? So I'm going to give you my explanation of what I think that's about, and then you guys can kind of apply it to what you've been feeling. So you know how when you were a kid and you'd go like on a merry-go-round or the teacup ride or something like that, and while you were on it, you felt like you were, king of the world, right? You were spinning fast, and you could like see things. If you like focused on something, you'd see it for a minute and it would go away, and you were in control, but you were having such a great time on this merry-go-round, right? But we were in control, or so we thought. It was an illusion that our brain did because we were spinning so fast, but the object we were on, we were spinning with it. So now think about what you felt like as a kid when you got off that merry-go-round or off the teacup ride. At first, you couldn't really walk straight, right? You were really wobbly, and you had this feeling of anxiety for a moment, like, oh my God, what happened, And everything was very disorienting. That's what the energy feels like. And I think that the reason why this is happening is because we're recalibrating the energy of the earth. I know that sounds a little far out, but bear with me. So if anybody is going outside a lot and absorbing light, I know we all had a tendency to do that a little more during COVID because we were stuck in the house, so we'd take our daily walks and do our stuff. Have you noticed lately that the light is very different? Like the light is really powerful. It just looks different. The sky looks different. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think so because I'm hearing a lot of people in my communities and just in general, friends and acquaintances talk about this. And it feels like the light is changing. It's getting more vibratory. It's getting more heightened. And so that's the vibration of the earth. You can also see it from the Schumann resonance. We are going to have Phoenix Green on, I promise, to explain more about that. But it's because the vibration of the earth is changing, the frequency is changing on the planet. But we're used to that merry-go-round frequency, right? That little bit of chaos, the vibration of the earth that we've all been conditioned to work in. That's our frequency. You know, we've been on that merry-go-round so long that we don't even realize we've been on it. And now that the frequency is changing, we're stepping off the merry-go-round, we're a little wobbly. The energy doesn't feel right just yet for us. So we're recalibrating the energy. And I think that's what a lot of us are going through. Maybe we're having, electrical surges or energy surges, or we're feeling really hyper, or just in general, we feel really off balance. There's no other way to describe it. It's like the energy of the merry-go-round is no longer going to exist soon. It's a different calibration. And I think what the calibration is that some of the chaos is going to go away. But before it does, the merry-go-round is really, really spinning quickly. And for those of us in a super high vibration that have kind of gotten off that merry-go-round a while ago, we're still trying to find our legs a little bit, but we're also able to detach from the energy of the merry-go-round, of the teacup ride. So that's what it feels like outside there. That three-dimensional world, it's turned into the teacup ride. And we all know what's going on at Disney. So that's the best analogy I can come up with. So I hope that is an explanation for you all of why you may feel off balance or wobbly. So think about it this way. What's on your merry-go-round? What's on there? What do you ride on? What's next to you? Who's waving to you while you're going around? Because that's your frequency right now. When you step off the merry-go-round, what do you want to be your frequency? Because whoever and whatever and you ever who created that merry-go-round now has a beautiful opportunity to create something different and something new by grabbing onto the new frequency that's coming into our earth and our beings. And we're going to be able to prepare a lot for that. Right now, I think we're going to see a lot of chaos and a lot of, things crumbling. I say this almost every show, but it's really true because it's everything on that merry-go-round sooner or later is going to fall off. And we have to be able to calibrate with the new energy. There's a really strong transit coming in a couple of months on July 20th to probably mid-August or so. And that is when the planet Uranus goes right in the same part of the sky in Taurus with the north node of the moon. And when that happens, that's going to be our best time, our most supportive time to align with the energy that our soul really wants us to be on. So that's a time when if you start stepping off the merry-go-round now, trying to find your sea legs, when that beautiful golden time of July 20th into August comes, you're really going to be ready to partake of that amazing, gorgeous energy. And that's going to be a really, really big thing. So when you feel those physical symptoms, you start to feel a little anxiety about the wobbliness of it all, just remember, we're being reset. We're being reset to exist off the merry-go-round. We're being reset to be in a kinder, softer, more loving, more accepting place. We're being asked to love ourselves in a very grounded way instead of having to be on the merry-go-round to feel love. Be on the merry-go-round to keep looking for who's watching us, who's waiting for us to get off the merry-go-round. That's our validation. No, get off the merry-go-round, start walking slowly, feeling the new ground, feeling the earth below your feet, and create what you want in the real world. Because that merry-go-round, it ain't real, folks. It's just an illusion. So that's what I got today. That was the energy that I really thought. The other analogy I can use besides the merry-go-round is I thought of how in yoga, when we do our balancing exercises, we always have to focus on something. It's like the same thing when you learn and you're being taught dance as a kid and you have to do your spins. And so like you focus on something on the wall in yoga, we call it a drishti, and then you're able to balance better. Same thing. When you get off the merry-go-round, just focus on one thing. one thing at a time. Be fully present in it, because that focus is going to bring you the groundedness you need to overcome the wobbliness and the confusion and the dizziness and the wonky feelings. You're also going to feel that a lot right now in your lower chakras. That's the energy we're working with. So, the abdomen, the intestines, the backs, the kidneys, the digestive system, and definitely the lower back. So if you're having any of those issues, it's because, the energy is coming in. So I'm going to look at my comments and see if anybody's talking about something. Okay, so what have I got here? Hey, Ann. There's some hacker on my thing commenting. Just ignore it. I don't know if Bobby wants to take that out. Okay, so somebody wrote, Georgia Rose is my leader. Come to me, I am your leader. No, I don't ever want to be a leader, but thank you so much for that. But I have to say, I'd like to be your inspiration and an influential being, but I think we should all be our own leaders, right? There's so many gurus. That's the other thing. One of my predictions for the next half of 2022 is you're going to see so many things come up that are people in the spiritual field. Everybody's going to be a Reiki master, and everybody's going to be reading cards, and everybody's going to be a medium and an astrologer and all this stuff. And be very careful, because most of us who are modern day mystics and take our lives really seriously in this vein have studied for years and years and years and years. So, I'm not saying that everyone is not authentic. I'm just saying discern who is authentic and who isn't, because it doesn't take a whole lot to say that you're all those things, but it does take a whole lot to be all those things in your heart. So if anybody's looking for recommendations on anything, definitely call me anytime, because I will give you the best of the best. So I'm going to pick some cards, and if anybody wants to call into the show, Bobby's going to put that number up. The last couple of weeks, I didn't have a lot of time to do cards, so today I wanted to devote more time to it, because I always feel a little guilty when I don't get to pull cards for you guys. But I have to say, I don't want you tuning into the show only for cards. I want you tuning into the show for support and inspiration and, lessons on how to really grow your soul. So June 6th, we are going to have John Vassallo here. He is a beautiful, inspirational being, and he's also a chiropractor, a Reiki master. He does all kinds of work. He's going to talk to us about health and all kinds of things and ways that he actually incorporates spiritual healing into his practice. And we're not going to be doing a show Memorial Day. I forgot to tell my producer that, but we're not going to be here on Memorial Day. I actually have an outing that I'm going to be doing. And a couple of other things I want to just tell you for those of us who are interested in global things, and then we'll get to the cards. So globally, in the world right now, there's a lot of unrest. And I just want you to know that Uranus in Taurus, the last time the planets were aligned, this was 1938. And we all know what happened in history in 1938, right? It was the beginning of World War II. So we have a lot of that same energy floating around right now. So that's why we're seeing all this unrest, and it will be with us for a while. So don't think I don't feel like there's going to be a nuclear bomb ending things anytime soon. I think everybody's going to kind of be fighting for a bit of time. On our home front, as far as the United States goes, I'm going to give you some predictions now. And this may go viral, who knows, but I'm going to speak my truth. Politics aside, I'm going to tell you what I feel just on a human level. I have no preference. This show is not a show for political opinions. It's just a spiritual show about love. And so what I do feel is that there will be a reason of some kind. I don't see Joe Biden fulfilling his whole term in office. I don't think that's because of anything that he is terminating as far as not being on the planet. I think that it's just either a health reason or some other reason, but I don't feel that he's going to fill out his term. I do feel that Donald Trump will rise a little bit in the political field, but I don't see him being president again. I think he'll be influential in some way. I also think that Elon Musk purchasing Twitter, I think that will happen, but I don't think it will change a whole heck of a lot. I think that there will be some new ways for people to communicate. And one of the things that I do see in the next 2 to 3 years coming through globally is much more communities sprouting up. I feel like we're going to see many more like-minded communities starting, whether that is virtual or in person. I feel like people are really going to gravitate towards people who are like-minded. And unfortunately, even though that's a beautiful thing when people love and respect each other, it can also be not such a great thing when people are really divided. And just this past weekend, we had a lot of very violent incidences that really are portrayals of division. I think we're going to see that energy become a little bit heightened, but I also think we're going to feel the energy of love and compassion and spirituality extremely heightened, almost like a Renaissance period. So that duality is going to grow and grow, but I think that the division of light and dark, light is going to grow much, much stronger. That's just what I feel. I also feel and would not be surprised if in the next 5 years, and I say that loosely, I think it's going to be sooner, I really would not be surprised if we have some kind of a visitation from other beings and another planet. I feel very, very strongly that many of us in the spiritual communities who do channeling or journeying or meditations, we're being spoken to by a lot of off-planet energy, and we're all getting the same messages. And I really do believe that there is another species that is coming here in love, in help. But I do think that's going to actually open up and accelerate our own ability to create and be part of science, medicine, healing, all of those things. I think that there is an influence coming in from some kind of other galactic energy, whether that is a physical visitation to the planet or a communication through some kind of telepathy or virtual. Either way, I really feel strongly that we are going to have some kind of a joining or unity with off-planet energy. And that's pretty much all I got. The other thing I feel is also predictions. I feel that the gender bias and the non-binary people like having no gender or not applying gender to themselves, I feel like that is going to take a metamorphosis where even now, this is just my feeling. It's got nothing really to do with approving or disapproval. But what I see on a higher spiritual level, I love everybody and everyone should love everybody. But what I see is that a lot of the non-binary and the gender communities that are, changing gender or don't identify as a gender, I feel that a lot of it is based on looks. And I feel like if we're really going to be non-binary or we don't identify as a gender, then the outer shell really shouldn't be that important. I don't know how else to describe it. We have people changing their appearance in order to do an assignment of gender, and yet we have people who are speaking of the fact that we shouldn't have a gender. So which is right? Is there a right or wrong to that? Everyone's free to be what they want, true, but I think what's going to happen, what the evolution of it is, the really higher octave of it is the spirit. The spirit doesn't have a gender, but it doesn't have a look either. It doesn't have breasts or a beard or long hair or short hair. It's just your spirit. So why do we have to identify with the shell being what we identify as? That's just my thing. If somebody wants to explain that to me further, they can. But I just feel like if we're really taking it to a higher octave, then the aesthetics aren't the thing that we should be focused on. Okay. So that's what I think. That's my 2 cents, and it's my show, so I can give my 2 cents when I want. So I hope I didn't offend anybody or say the wrong thing. Let's go to the comments. Okay, you all want cards. David Carigliano says, Jesus is my God. Thank you for that. We all believe in God, whatever we call him. Some people call him Source. Some people call him the universe, Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, whatever it is. Everyone, I think, in the Zenkuda community believes in some source of energy, some identification that created all of us. I was actually watching a show over the weekend about the Grand Canyon and how there's like a time lapse where like the rock upon rock, there's like, for it to be erosion, there's like millions of years missing. So it had to be formed from like a cataclysmic event that happened spontaneously. That's how I believe we're all here. We're all seeded from stars spontaneously. I don't believe in evolution. I believe the species evolved after we were ignited, but I don't think we evolved from animals or apes. I believe we were created. Let's see what the comments say. So I'm going to pull cards in a minute, Linda. Yep. Don't know what that means. Okay. I totally agree with everything you just said. Yes, yes, yes. Linda, my buddy. I love you, Linda. Elaine Giordano also feels the same way. So you have a lot of people in the spiritual community who do channel, do meditate, do messages, do psychic things. We're all feeling the same energy. Monica says exactly. So I just think it's common sense. When you are in love, right? And I'm in love. I'm in love with me. I'm in love with God. I'm in love with space. I'm in love with just every day. Like I can sit in a room by myself and I just feel the love in the room. I know there are angels and my past loved ones and God and all kinds of really powerful things putting me in the flow with the universe. When I don't feel that way, I know it's because I'm not connected to those things. And so when you get to that point, and I hope you all are in some way at that point, because, I'm no big deal thing. I just, try and keep my mind on the things it should be on, which is no easy task. When you get to that point where you really feel love and you just are love, like you feel that, not every second of every day, certainly. I mean, people tick me off. I'm human. I'm having a human life. But when you get to that point where you're just filled with love more, it's easy to see these things and see the truth. Because what happens is even when we're in dis-ease, and this is what basically the theme of my book is, even when you're in dis-ease, there's ease there. You just have to find it. Like we have all this chaos, right? We're all on the merry-go-round. Just get off. Find your legs. Go sit on a bench. Watch everybody else on the merry-go-round. There's ease in the dis-ease if you go and find it. And that's love. We're all loved that way. Like that beautiful full moon last night when I saw that, all I could think of is, gosh, how loved are we? That some source, some energy, some God, some whatever your energy that you believe in is, whatever you name it, how lucky are we that he created that for us? Amazing, right? We're so cool. We just got it going on. So, so I hope you guys liked the merry-go-round analogy because that came to me today when I was asking Spirit what I should talk about on the show. So I gave that to you guys. So let's go to cards. I know you all love the cards. Whoop, whoop. The number's on the show also. If anybody wants to call in, you can ask me anything. If something's been going on in your life or something that you've been feeling or something you've noticed or just chime in with anything I've said. This is just our hour to kind of kick back and talk about all things spiritual and to be Zenkudas. Because Zenkuda are people, community, lifestyle. Zenkuda is being really ambitious about your Zen and your spirituality. All right? So we're Zenkudas. So let me pull a couple of cards just to start off, and then I'll go down our list tonight. If you guys have anything that you want me to address, let me know. I'm going to do Monica first, and then I'm going to go to the top of the list. Okay, giving these cards a really good shuffle because I used them with a reading last night, and I want to make sure we have new energy in them. Okay, for those of you who have cards at home, or if you're just starting to do tarot, what you want to do with your cards is you want to keep them in a very sacred place. I have pouches that my cards go in that go in boxes. There's a little pouch, and then there's a box they go in. Sometimes I'll store them with a crystal, sometimes with a picture of one of my past deceased loved ones or a guide of mine. It charges them. The crystals charge them with the energy. My cards have a lot of my energy in. This particular tarot deck I've been reading with probably for 15 years now. So, when I ask people to shuffle and put their energy in them, it's still going to be my energy too, and that's how I read with them. So let's pick a couple of cards from Monica. Loosen these cards up. Okay. Monica, I got the Hermit card for you. The Hermit card, Monica, is maybe you've been spending time by yourself or maybe you've just been in quiet contemplation more often. But usually when we have a period of that, the Hermit card is a card where we're doing this, we're in contemplation or we're in meditation or we're trying to take quiet time because the universe, God, your spirit wants to illuminate something for you. The Hermit is holding up a light saying, we're going to show you this now. So if you have not been spending time in meditation or quiet time, this card means you should do so. I'm going to pick a second card for you from the Soul card deck. Yeah, this is definitely, don't push it away. Even if during meditation or when you are in quiet time, sad things come to you or bad thoughts come to you or what you would consider a bad thought. I shouldn't really say bad thought, but if something comes to you that seems negative, flow into it, work through it, because the universe is showing you that for a higher purpose, not so that you can be sad or fearful or anything. It's showing you that for a higher purpose. So really, really important for you to start meditating, spending time in quiet, even if it's just walking around a lake or the woods or a beach or whatever. I feel like something's gonna come to you. Something is being revealed to you that you don't know. There's more to a story. There's a perception you haven't seen before, but that's definitely really, really coming in heavy for me, because I also just got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, the blind justice. It's seeing things. It's also could be something that gets illuminated with this eclipse season and the full moon, because I have a moon on this card. But this is about something coming to light for you. And it's only going to come to light if you spend time with yourself quietly. It's not going to come to light with other people around. It's something that's very personal. All right? So I hope that helps you. I'm trying to see my comments here. So I'm going to go up to the top and start pulling cards. All right? I've got Linda is going to be one for me. So Linda, I hope you're doing really good. It's warm in here today. All right, Linda, so I'm going to pull a card for you. All right. Linda, I see family around you, like your children. I feel like you just either had a family gathering or something, because I definitely feel children, and your children, grandchildren, and just people around you. So let me see what that's about. Oh, Bobby, I forgot your snack. It's on my counter. I always bring Bobby, my producer, a snack. You have to feed them, right? They're working hard. I heard it because I heard him eating something, and I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot. So anyway, Linda, back to you. So, Linda, this first card that I pulled, definitely I think I'm on track with the family. Bobby's got the camera on the table, so I'll leave that down. So the family card came out right side up. I reversed it for the camera, but now I don't have to do that. Linda, this is about a lot of abundance, a rainbow, something coming with the family. I feel maybe even someone's having a baby or something new, abundance, but I definitely feel this is around the family for you. I feel like in the past, maybe there was some conflict or competition, and I feel like that's really falling away now. Like everything really works out in the best way possible, and something with family. So if you're planning a gathering or anything, just know that it's going to be like a super, super good time, because I feel like you get some good news, some really good news. All right, so take that with you. Going to go to the next card, which would be, let me go up. Joanne Odia. How are you doing, Joanne? Okay. Joanne, I definitely feel your mom around you. I know your mom is passed. I want to tell you she's coming in and telling me that she's very proud of you. You've been doing things very independently, it seems, lately, I think. And she's very proud of the decisions that you're making. She knows how hard you're trying to really move your life forward. So I just want to give you that message. For some reason, she's showing me like white flowers, like lilies, or I'm not really good with what flowers are, but she's showing me like a big white flowers. So I don't know if that has any significance for you, but that's coming through very strongly for me. And love, a lot of love. I feel like she was a very strong person, maybe a little stern, but I feel like she's really coming in more affectionate. Very, very proud of you. Let me pick a couple of cards. Yeah. I just got the High Priestess card, which really confirms for me that we've got her coming through. I feel like there's something that I feel like you feel like things, I'm going to phrase this differently. I feel like in the not too far past, like recently, in the recent past, I feel like you've really gone through a hard time and you felt like everything kind of fell apart. But I feel like you're picking yourself up. Like things are better. You're much stronger now. I feel like I want to say to you, and what your mom's coming in and saying to me is that everything becomes fair and balanced. Like if there's something that you feel is unfair and you're waiting for it to be righted, that it does right. Like karma equalizes. Like something that is out of balance balances for you very quickly. Yeah, there's new news coming in and your life starts to really move forward. So if there's something you're waiting for that is out of balance or that you feel was unfair, I feel like it corrects and things start to be fair for you and really move forward. So take that with you and just, you don't have to do anything. I feel like this is just going to happen as long as you stay positive. All right. It could be a family situation or a partnership situation, but I feel like something has really been bothering you and really on your mind that was not fair. And it comes to reconciliation. It comes to an equalization. It evens out. And you're really strong. I feel a strength around you. So rely on that. Okay. Gonna pick a card now. I did Monica. I'm gonna pick a card for Elaine. My lovely Elaine. Okay. I don't know why, Elaine. I see you laying by a pool. I don't know why. Like you're by a pool somewhere, just kind of like relaxing. Maybe that's in your future, honey. Okay. Okay. So I don't know. Like I feel like the cards that I just picked, which were the Lover's card, which can be getting messages or interference. And then I picked the Devil, which is self-imprisonment. And I got something in reverse about carrying burdens. And I don't feel like this is about you directly, Elaine. I feel like this is about someone around you, maybe one of your children, that maybe they've recently had either a breakup or have a relationship that maybe is a little rocky. But I got to tell you, I feel like if it does fall away or if there's a separation or anything of that relationship, I feel like you know what I'm talking about. I feel like it's actually supposed to happen, like it's for the best. So if one of your children or someone around you is going through some kind of a separation or a decision about a separation from a relationship, know that it's supposed to happen because I feel like there's someone else coming in on the heels of that person. So if there's any kind of thing going on there, but it's definitely, these cards are not for you. They're for someone around you that you are concerned about. Yeah, definitely about marriage or partnership. There's conflict, but I think it's supposed to be a moving away, a separation. All right. I don't know if you have maybe a daughter. Yeah, I feel like that person is supposed to walk away from it, and there's something coming right in. Yeah, let it go. That whatever that conflict is, it could actually even be a partnership with you. Like there's some kind of a partnership, maybe not obviously romantic, but maybe a friendship or something. But there's something that is a partnership, either you or around you, that I feel more around you, that needs to end. And there's something better right on the heels of that. And you're concerned because of the conflict. But it's for the best. Even though it might be a challenging time, it's for the best for whoever this is for you. All right? The outcome's going to be good. Okay. Who have I got here? I got Aaron next, I think. Well, no, I got Sarah, because the feed's going now. Sarah and then Aaron. So Sarah, I'm going to pick 2 cards for you. Sarah, I feel like you're doing good, actually. I know you were saying about Scorpio moon. I'm a Scorpio moon, too, and that was a really intense eclipse. It's going to be intense for the next 6 months for us. But it's change, and I feel like you got good changes coming through. Yeah, you're on the journey, honey. But the journey's good for you. Yeah. You got to take time out to do your spiritual work because I feel like you need to meditate and you need to connect. You have a lot of ability that's going to be coming to you in the next year or so. You might even really start to get messages more. I feel like you could read cards. You could do stuff. You're on a journey right now to fulfill this spiritual commitment that you're going to have in the world. You're just a natural helper. You want to help people. You're such a good energy. So I'm getting for you right now, I'm getting for you that you got to take time to be in that spiritual place, that contemplation, that connection that you have not really been doing it. You've been having a lot of action around you. Yeah, you've got to go into that time, that feeling of connection, because I think that there's a lot of things that are going to start changing for you, especially in the next 6 months. And you really want to use this energy properly and focus on the positive, because there's a lot of positive change coming for you. I see you could have a change with job. I see you could have a change with what you do in the world. I see you meeting people that influence you in some way to start taking up and doing something different than what you're doing now, even if it's a passion project or something you do as a side hustle. A lot of change is coming through for you. So make sure that you take that time to be in connection with yourself, because I just feel like a lot of love around you from the universe. All right. Next one is Aaron. Okay, I'm just looking at the feed because it keeps moving. So, Aaron. Got a call. There's someone on the comments, Bobby, that you need to delete. Oh, good. Hi, you're on Soul Space with Georgia Rose. Who am I talking to?
Marianne.
Hi, Marianne. How are you?
Okay.
You feeling good now that the weather's getting nicer out? You doing your gardening?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good. So do you have a question for me tonight, or just want cards? What's going on with you?
Cards, please.
Okay, we're going to take some cards. Is it about any particular situation?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm getting health for you somewhere. So are you concerned something about health?
My neck is bothering me.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, well, I got a card for new beginnings. So definitely some new stuff coming in for you. I feel like the energy with the neck is actually you're holding on to other people's issues. Like if there's something that's been bothering you, I feel like it may not belong to you. Like it may be an energy that is actually you're taking on from someone else. Because the other cards that I got are really pointing to a new beginning, like really strongly. So I think you've got to, yeah, because there's a new beginning. Choices. You've got a lot of opportunity coming for you. So,
Yeah. Oh.
yeah. So I'm thinking that, let's see if I can get a soul card to see what area of life it's in. Marianne, when is your birthday?
February 12th.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a time of expansion for you. I would definitely try and get some pep in your step because, go out socially if you can, try and meet new people because I feel like there's a lot of new opportunity coming to you for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely get your groove on, girl. Yeah, because I just got the card for partnership here. So I think you need, and they could even be a good friend, but I feel like you need to get out in the world a little bit. Have you been staying home a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a no. You got to go out because I'm seeing a lot of opportunity. But like anything else, when opportunity knocks, you got to answer the door.
Okay.
Yeah, so get out there because the universe wants to give you gifts. All right, sweetie?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
So I think I was doing Aaron before we had a phone call. So yeah, I will tell you, generally speaking, for a lot of us right now, seasonally, okay, fine, but astrologically, big time, there's a time of opportunity. Keep your head up and a smile because if you're looking at the sidewalk when you're walking down the street, you're probably not going to really see opportunity. You might find a penny, but you're not going to see opportunity. So you really want to look up and a smile, say, hey, world, I'm here. Because a lot of opportunity for all of us right now with where the stars are aligned. And plus, you might want to look at the sky because I think they're coming. Just saying. Okay, Aaron, I got the partnership card. I think I got this one for you recently too. Didn't I get this one? Aaron, I see partnership here. Okay. So first of all, Aaron, I'm going to tell you right now, don't worry about money. Because I feel like if you start worrying about money, you're actually going to be pushing money away. Because I got this card in reverse, which is the Four of Pentacles. And usually the Four of Pentacles means you're in balance with money. You have plenty of money put aside. You have plenty of money that you're earning. You have plenty of money to spend. So don't think negatively because that will bring you a reversal. So, money wise, you're okay. Don't go into that lack mentality. Stay in the abundant mentality. Got the partnership card here. I feel like this is a partnership coming in for you, but I'm also getting a lot of female energy and your mother. So I don't know why that would be. Maybe you meet someone who's like your mom. I don't know. But I feel like someone's coming in for you, and I feel like they might be a Leo. And I know you have a lot of Aries energy, so Leo would be another fire sign. So that would be a really hot pairing. I'm just saying. Leo and Aries or any fire and fire. But I feel like sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. I feel like just like not thinking about the lack with the finances, make sure you stay positive. Feeling that way about relationships too. Don't go back into the conditioning like that you have a pattern and you think everything's going to be in that pattern. Really fresh starts for everybody out there right now, especially Aaron, because I know you have a lot of Aries in the chart. Jupiter is going into Aries. This is a time of fresh opportunity, fresh starts, fresh thinking, fresh perspectives. So try and not think, oh, it happened this way before. This is the way it always happens. Think like really observe and be in the moment and allow and things to flow freshly. So that's what I'm getting for you, Aaron. It'll be interesting to find out if that person comes in, if they are a Leo. Love to hear about that. And Joanne just said she was waiting for something, but it didn't all come out. Okay, Christine Norton, is it a good time for your daughter to move? When is your daughter's birthday, if you want to put that in the chat? Generally speaking, though, I feel like the planets are aligned to move, but I would absolutely wait until Mercury comes out of retrograde to actually do it, which is, I believe Mercury comes out of retrograde, I think in another 2 weeks. So I would definitely, like the physical move, it's great to plan it, but if you're doing a physical move, I would try to wait till then. If you can't wait till after Mercury's out of retrograde, then just go really slow. Make sure you check everything twice. If you hire a moving company or if you're moving, don't have a tendency to be impulsive. Really make sure that you cross every T and dot every I. Because in this energy, it's like it could be anything from the plane is delayed to, oh my God, I left that box in the kitchen and we already gave the keys to the new owner. That's Mercury retrograde. All right, so I'm going to pick a card for Christine Norton, and she's asking about her daughter. Let's see what the cards say. I'm going to pick this one. Well, apparently this move is going to be pretty good in the coin area because what I got here is the Ten of Pentacles. So that means that your daughter's move is definitely going to be abundance for her. If she's moving for a job change or economics, it's going to be good. All right. I'm going to speed up a little bit now because I want to get everybody on here. Did Sarah, did Elaine, did Christine, did Joanne. Okay. Sarah, got you. Okay. There's somebody on here soliciting people for readings, Bob. All right, July 22nd. Oh, so she's good then, Christine, if she's moving on July 22nd. Then she's really good. Yeah, it came up. Elaine just said she was going to ask me about her daughter. Well, you don't have to because Spirit already gave me it all. Yeah, everything I said, I felt like it was your daughter, but I didn't want to speak too much, but I think that's what it is. And I think that if she needs to let go of something, let her do it because there's something really great right behind it, And I just want to say that to everybody out there while we have a few more minutes left of the show. The best way to use this energy right now is really let go of those things that are causing you dis-ease or that are causing you to not function in your highest capacity. Because I have to tell you, the energy right now, the universe is really, really supporting us to move into new territory. The universe is really supporting us to go places we never dared before, to be innovative and explore things and all that kind of stuff. So you really want to take advantage when the universe is supporting us to do that. I know a lot of us don't like to let go of certain things, but now is the time that it's going to be easier than it's ever going to be because something new is going to come in. Got this beautiful card that I just picked, one from my soul deck. And if you look at this, it actually has this beautiful light gem growth, seeding in our third eye, that we can envision things. And then there's like a little bud in the mouth. So this is communication. This is communications coming to us, and then we can speak it, we can communicate it, we can enact it. So what we really want to do right now is spend that time in quiet contemplation, thinking about the things we really want and what we really want to create in our life. What do we want to leave on that merry-go-round, and who do we want to jump off and be? And that's a great analogy now, because the world is really spinning out of control. And there's never going to be more time like the present to get off that damn merry-go-round. I'm going to pick a second card. Yeah, look. Look at this card. This, to me, speaks of the three-dimensional world. Here we are, right? And here we are with these other beings. And what's happening, we're blindfolded. We can't see truth. We can't see what's really happening in the world because we're on the merry-go-round. And I'm going to tell you, as soon as you jump off, you're going to see truth like you never saw it. You're going to know what's real and what's not real, and you're not going to be overly concerned with making it happen, creating a situation because you need a certain outcome. You're going to be more accepting. So spend that beautiful, quiet time with yourself and learn to really love yourself in a really grounded, confident way, because that's what this is about. You will never get that on the merry-go-round. You'll never get that living in the matrix. It's something you got to jump off to find. So let me go to the comments now. Yeah, Sarah, I have to say you are definitely coming into a time where you're going to start to really get communications and things. You're flowing. I feel like you're really in sync. So make sure that you take that quiet time for yourself. Joanne says she's jumping off the merry-go-round. Do it, sweetie. You are such a strong person. And Kim Murray says she's been waiting for over 6 for SSD. I have to tell you, I think that not really sure what is SSD. Not really sure, but anyway, what I was going to say is I think that galactic energy and off-planet energy is really coming. I know that sounds kooky, and if I heard anyone say that even a year ago, I'd be like, okay, flipping the channel. But I don't know. I've been getting a lot of channels and a lot of transmissions and a lot of meditations very deeply tied to galactic energy. I know some of you work with Arcturians, Pleiades. I'm telling you that they're very, very much, their frequency is really doing things to our earth and trying to communicate, and they are communicating. So I'd love to hear from some of you out there who are getting those communications as well. I think we're all getting them, and in a very loving way. Yeah, there's something else online that don't even worry about that. It's a bot. Oh, Social Security disability. Oh, okay. And this is Kim Murray. Kim, I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you. This is also a time, I have to say, we're actually going into a new time. We have that Uranus North Node conjunction. They both meet in the same place in Taurus in July. That's going to change a lot of things for people. That's going to be like a huge shift of energy. So I'll be surprised if something doesn't happen for you right around then, Kim, because Taurus is our resources and it has a lot to do with health and things like that. But let me pick a card for you and see if I can get anything about that disability for you. Okay, I got Queen of Wands, which I feel like is you, communication, and the health card. Can't make this stuff up. I got the Queen of Wands, which I feel like is probably you, Kim, especially if you're born in a fire sign. Then I get the Page of Swords, which is communication. Pages are communications and action, right? And then I got the health card, the judgment, the checking on the health. You got the Red Cross here. So I think you're going to see some movement on this. I think you're going to probably see something. And I would be very surprised if it didn't happen around that July 20th when we have that huge shift in the world. All right. So anybody else want to Joanne Popular says, you never called me back. If you only knew. I have been crazy with my real estate career because that's my earthbound life. Real estate in the Northeast right now is nuts. And I've been doing this and doing the show and doing everything. And I've also been very seriously writing my book and taking time for myself. So I really haven't been going out a lot. But that'll come. Summer's here. So you're welcome, Kim. Sending love. Everybody send love to Kim and try and put some energy in that decision for her, because I know she's been waiting a really long time. Okay, so I think I got up to all the comments. Oh, and Elaine said that the reason why I saw her by the pool is because that's what she's doing. She's going to go visit her son and lay by the pool. All right, so got everything. Okay. So there's people online that are saying inbox them for readings and things. Those are just bots. Don't respond. A lot of times you'll get a virus. So we're gonna block all that. So everybody, I hope you have a fabulous week. On June 6th, we're going to have Dr. John Vassallo here. And next week, I'm going to actually have a very special show for you, but I'm not going to tell you what it's about. You're going to have to subscribe to my pages to find out. And also, starting in June, because I'm going to skip a show Memorial Day, starting June, anybody who shares the show while we're live is going to get entered to win a free hour reading with Georgia Rose. So from starting in June, I'll announce it a couple of times to remind you, if you share the show while we're on the air, you'll be entered to win a free reading with me. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. I love you all, and I love the way our community is growing. So if you know anybody you think would be interested in this show or the other content on all of my media, please share and like and let them know where we are. You can find me on Facebook on Zencuda, on YouTube on Zencuda, where there's a lot of videos. And you can also find me on Instagram, Zencuda Official. And if you want to book a private reading with me or session, you can do that on Zencuda.com. Thanks so much, everybody. I will be back here next Monday with a really special show, a surprise for you guys. And till then, stay strong and keep living Zencuda. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.